What's up, guys? Phil Jackson here. Jeremy Clark coming to you from the Premium Tier Futures Discord. It is Friday, March 21st, 321. And just want to go do a trade recap here. In the pre-market, noticed that we had this big drop happening. Came right into this previous value area on the volume profile. You can see that was already established, and it came back into it, and then we got this trend. I was hoping to get in on some of this trend. You can see the break and then the new low, but I did not get into it. Marked this as the pre-market low, and then price went into this range, and it was really kind of attracted to this 56.68, 56.70 area, which was roughly the top. I was short because we'd come into this range on a drop and then we'd bounce at the low. So I was hoping to short the extremes, and that's what I did. So starting around, I guess, roughly 10 o'clock Eastern, managed to get into some shorts and started scalping the breaks off of the top. Now I did get into a little trouble right here. I started trying to short the middle of the range, and I really should have been waiting for the extremes up here. So I got behind a little bit, and then started making it back. There was a lot of buyers in the market, and they were really strong right again at around 56.70. So I caught another short here, a couple actually that were good, and then we got this sort of double higher high or higher low, and then price started trending. So because the buyers were so strong, I thought this had a little bit of motion to it, so went ahead and took some longs inside this channel, and that worked out great. Started shorting again, shorted down back to the top of the range and the volume profile. Was able to get into a couple shorts at the top of the range, and then we got this monster trend right here. I was able to trade this for, plus 64 ticks or something like that. I ran two contracts off this when it held the range high again, just because these buyers were so strong. It was their second attempt to break out. Had value area low as my target, so I took profit there, and then I secured my next profit here, and then I waited for the break of structure. I was looking to get a new high right here, and I was able to get in a couple more, 3 more trades right there, and we did get a new high. I just trailed because this was worth about 20 ticks all told, and it worked out, but it didn't really have much legs to it. And then it kept going, pulled back a little bit, and got this nice bar right here. That was a good signal. And you can see the volume profile up here is probably where this thing is going to want to go, which is corresponding with confluence to yesterday's VPOC. Looks like right around 57.15. I'm seeing 57.20. Let's see if we open this up a little bit. Yeah, so 57.16 might be a good target. But as it was, post 11 o'clock Eastern, I stopped here, went ahead and locked out my Apex accounts, so that set them to liquidation only. And yeah, that was a good day. Lots of trades came out. I'm trying to remember how many ticks here. 8 ticks is 100 times 10, so 80 ticks on the day, plus 80 ticks, scalping the range. couple other things I just want to point out. Over here at the top, I've been following the 3 indexes. You got the TickQ, the Tick, which is the S&P, and the Tick-E, which is the Dow. And I like to see these line up before I get into a trade. I've been keeping an especially close watch of the Dow because it tends to change first. It's a low liquidity market, so it really shoots up and down, and it can signal when the other two are about to change. Also, the NASDAQ tends to lead ahead of the S&P, so it's a really good one to watch. And I just keep an eye on, are these ticking up or ticking down? You can see they're ticking down right now. And futures is based off of, it's a derivative of the indexes. So what the indexes do, futures should follow. Although there can be some discrepancies, but eventually. And moving on over here to the left, I've got the ATR trail. I've just been kind of watching this. Those pink lines, they turn green when price is going to go up, or when it breaks the ATR of the previous candles. You can see there's a green line there. So a lot of short signals from the ATR. Don't really trade off of it, but I like to keep an eye on it when I'm in a trend, like this downtrend. You can see these pink lines kind of held up, although it looks like there's a green one there. I can't tell. And we got this big boost at the end. It looks like my chart stopped at some point. Not sure where that is. Anyhow, down here you've got the VOLD, which is the market breadth, and you can see pretty much red across the board. Speaking of that, let's just take a look at the market. So I've got the fangs pulled up here. Actually, let's do this. Okay, so Dow was down and came back. Nasdaq was down and it came back. They're getting close to neutral. The 10-year was up and dropped off. So you can see these two are running inverse, which is a nice signal if you follow that. We've got the ES down and now back up. Google down and fighting back. It's up 0%. It looks like 0.33 of a point. Amazon 0.49. Microsoft is down. I usually look at Google first, see what's going on with that. Netflix is kind of fighting back, plus 1%. Nvidia is minus 1%. Tesla is up 4%. They were talking about this on Bloomberg. I don't know. Is it pumping? I don't know. Apple almost up 1%. Crude was down and has come back. GameStop breaking 23. We're at 24.57. Meta is up 2% on the day, and Disney is up 1%. So these are just some of the stocks I keep an eye on. Kind of a cool feature in NT8, NinjaTrader 8. You can sync this with, if you have a Schwab account, Thinkorswim, you can sync this and have these charts come up for free, or for the price of your Schwab account, which is usually run off of commission fees. So that's a cool feature I like to keep an eye on. And let's just take a look. Looks like price is kind of struggling at the high. We never made it to VPOC. We never made it to 57.15. Looks like it might roll off here. I'm just curious what's happening on the VWAP. Let's pull that up. Okay, so we were in the first upper VWAP channel, the second deviation, which would be from here to here. And this I generally think of as a trending band. We came up into it and fell off, tested below it earlier, tested the top of it, and now we're testing the bottom of it. So I would say, when price is above that first VWAP deviation, that it's trending. and 5,700 was the target from earlier, the psychological level. So if price can hold that, there is a lot of volume right in this area. It's good, but these two lower highs are not looking great, if I'm being honest. Just take a look at Bookmap. Okay, and the arbitrage bracket orders are back. They were gone for a bit. That was nice. These two orange lines that tend to follow price can be very distracting if you follow that type of order flow or the heat maps. I think Bookmap, the main subscription, has a feature that actually turns it off, so you don't have to see these guys. I think it turns it off by time because these change so often. It's a setting that basically makes it so you don't see liquidity that, if it hasn't been added within 5 minutes or something like that. But it works really well. It gets rid of these bracket orders, and then you can see the liquidity levels that are more important, which would be this like 5709 and 5707, 5698. We have a bunch of sellers up here on the DOM. We've got some buyers down here. Oh, there's a big boy right here, 5692. Well, that's part of that bracket order. So there's probably a 300 there. Yeah. So basically price is going to be contained within this little range right here for now. Tape speed is moving. We're a little bit red on the cumulative volume. Just looking at the order book is green, which usually signals a dip. Volume is a little bit red, so that combo shows the imbalance to the downside at the moment. Now, that can flip, but right now green goes down. Let's just see how far that goes. So I like to look at the quotes counter here, and I'm just watching to see if someone adds to this too. That shows that's where interest was running out before. So we need to see that 2 getting larger, otherwise that's going to be a support line. And testing into it, no one wants to add right there. As far as sellers, it's running out of sellers. So if the order book flips red, that'd be a good little reversal. Sometimes you can get about 4 or 5 ticks out of these without having to hold for a long time. There's your 4 ticks right there. Little bounce. See if it comes back down to it. And nobody wants to add right here as far as sellers. There they go. Now we're getting some ads. Anything above 10 usually implies continuation. And they're adding, they're building. You can see the order book is green. And this runs opposite to the delta. So on the delta, you want to see orders, buy orders getting pulled. So you want to see like minus numbers down here and plus numbers up above on the ask. Whereas this, you want to see buy orders getting added because someone has to buy these sellers, right? So they need to supply liquidity to them. So when you see, that's what's happening, is these buy orders are being offered to the offer, and the volume is coming in to the sellers. Sellers are overwhelming that, so there's more aggression to the downside. So this CQC column is incredibly effective, paired with the level 2 order book imbalance, this is called. I use those two together. I like to see those kind of teamed up before I get into a trade. And another thing, if this is just balanced, green and red right in the middle on both sides, I would stay out because it just shows balanced market can go up and down at a whim. There's no force behind it other than, the market makers and whatever they decide to do. Okay, so moving on, we are dipping off of that VWAP band. Never made it to VPOC yet. I think below 56.91 would probably be a pretty strong short signal. But yeah, it's just trucking. This uptrend definitely played out. So need to see some correction happening here. There is a little bit. Let's see what this has done. So there's one leg right there. So if this were to come back and backtest in this region around 5700 by the VWAP band, the EMA, and give us a big bearish candle through the EMA, it'd be a good short signal. If it recovers right there, then maybe we continue longer. This is the trending channel. It is still facing up. So the VWAP is optimistic. You can see the EMA has rolled over, but if we get a strong candle through it, that could imply more buying pressure coming in. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Just me solo today. A couple of the guys were busy and had to go to work. But we're going to keep putting out these trade recaps. If you enjoyed watching this, hit the like button, give me a subscribe, and give us a shout out there. Feel free to join us at Premium FTS on X or at Phils Jackson. And there should be a link to the Discord in the comments. The Discord is free. It's just like-minded traders who are passionate about the markets, enjoy sharing. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, feel free to hit that link, the invite link. If it's not working, just give me a shout in the comments and I'll send you a new one. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Trade safe. Keep it green. Ride that risk management. Use your stops. Yeah. Study hard, work hard. We'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.